We were coming up with two equations to see where they intersect. Now we're going to graph the lines to see where they intersect. So I'm going to give you a second to get this into graphable form. The way it's written, it's not exactly great graphable form. Actually, the first equation, you can do a different method other than slope-intercept form that's actually quite easy. What's another method besides slope-intercept form to graph? Point slope, okay. Can I tell a point and the slope in that? Not really. What's another way? Huh? X and Y intercept? Is that what I heard from somebody?
Oh, but you're doing the equation. Sorry.
Can I tell the X and Y intercept pretty easily in that form? Yeah, actually I can, hey. Can anybody tell me what the X intercept is? Set Y to 0 and look at it. No, the first one here. 3. What's the Y intercept? -3. Anybody have any questions how we got the X intercept and the Y intercept there? So I sub 0 in for Y to solve for X, and then I sub 0 in for X and solve for Y. But when it's written in this form, it's actually really easy to find X and Y intercept. Like, do you understand when you put 0 in for Y, the Y actually like goes away. So if you use your finger and you cover up the Y, do you see you can see that X equals 3? And then again, same with solving for the Y-intercept. If you cover up the X, do you see you get -Y equals 3? So that's a pretty easy switch the signs. Y is -3. So that's a fast way when it's in that form. You could also get it into slope-intercept form. It doesn't matter. So let's plot that. A point on 3 on the X-axis, a point on -3 on the Y-axis. Don't make your points so big. Like, actually, I made my points way too big here because we're going to have to be very precise here. So, point, take my ruler, and connect the dots. Make sure it goes the complete coordinate plane there, okay? So for the next one, although I could probably tell that the Y-intercept is 6 pretty easy, the X-intercept is fractional, so maybe putting it into slope-intercept is better. So how do I get 4x plus 5y equals 30 into slope-intercept form? Move the 4x over, so we get 5y equals, it's 4x when I move it over to the other side?
Oh, -4x.
-4x plus 30. Divide by 5 to both sides. What do we get y equal to? Okay, so how do I graph that? I put a point on 6, and then I do what? I go down 4 over 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's convenient. There. Take my ruler and connect the dots there. And guess what my solution is? My solution is 5, 2. That's the point of intersection, right? And how can I verify that I am correct? Yes, so I'm going to verify. This is how you're going to get 100% on your test. You can do a quick, you don't have to show your verification, but I'm suggesting to you just do a quick verification. So you're putting 5, 2 in for the X and the Y. I'm going to show my work though. 5 minus 2, does that equal 3? Yeah, but I can't just check on one equation. I have to check on both. So now I'm going to put 5 in for X there. So 4 times 5 plus 5 times 2, does that equal 30? Well, that's 20. And that's 10. Does 20 plus 10 equal 30? Yes, so I know that it is absolutely true, 100%. Okay? So does everyone understand, when we're graphing these, we're looking for the point of intersection. That's our solution, okay? So, and we state it as a coordinate, and a coordinate always has brackets and a comma between, not just 5, 2. It has to have brackets to indicate a coordinate. Going on. Going on. Okay, first equation. What's the easiest way to graph this one? Find the x and y intercept, sure. Okay, what's my x-intercept? It is 5. What's my y-intercept? It is -5. Very good. Does everybody understand how we got those? Okay, now we're going to plot a 5 on the x and a -5 on the y. Connect the dots with our ruler. There we go. And remember, our lines have arrows. Yes? Okay, next one. Should I graph this with the x and y intercept method? No, the 3 doesn't divide very nicely, so you'd be just a little bit estimating by doing it that way. So what's the best one to do? Slope-intercept? Okay, so how do I get this into slope-intercept form? Move the 3x over, so 2y equals minus 3x plus 10. Okay, then what? Divide by 2, I get y equals, what do I get there? -3 over 2x, and then what do I get for the 10 there? Plus 5. Just remember you're dividing each and every term by the 2, right? Okay, so that means I put a point on 5, and then I do what? Go down 3, 1, 2, 3 over 2. Sometimes you want to do that a couple of times so you can get your line good, right? If you only do 2 points, sometimes if you're just a little off, you won't see the intersection well. So you might want to do the slope and a point, a slope and a point a couple of times. Okay. So, okay, looks like it intersects at, what's my solution? 4, -1. And how do I check to see if I'm right? Yeah, I'm going to verify it. Verify. So 4 minus, so 4 subtract -1. Does that equal 5? Yeah. And then 3 times 4 plus 2 times -1. Does that equal 10? Well, let's see. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times -1 is -2. Does that equal 10? Yeah, so that is 100% right. Okay, what do you think about this? Not too bad, hey? Okay, do you guys want to try this on your own? Okay, so does everybody understand for C, all you're doing is plugging in 2, -1 there. So 3 times 2 plus 5 times -1, does that equal 1? So that's 6 minus 5. So does that work? Yeah. And then we have to check the other one. So 2 times 2 minus 2 times -1, does that equal 5? So that's 4 plus 1, and that works. So then we got to answer the question, is it a solution? Yes, it is a solution. Okay, so you have to make sure. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is +2. That's not right. That's not right. So therefore, let's change your answer. No, it isn't a solution. Holy smokes. Okay, good thing somebody's paying attention there, right? Okay, so do you want to try graphing D on your own? Okay, I'll pause. Okay, so somewhere I didn't press play here. So so I put the x-intercept for the second one is 15, the second one is 5, and I connected it on here, and my intersection was 6, 3, and I verified. So I guess you didn't get to see all my stuff, but there you go. Okay, Annika purchased sleeves and boxes of golf balls. Each sleeve contained 3 golf balls. Each Box contains 12. She purchased 7 packages, total of 48 golf balls. Here are the equations. So again, I will repeat. Today we're giving you the equations. We're going to get to the point where you have to come up with your equations. And that's what you should have been practicing last night on the homework, was here's a bunch of words. Can you come up with those equations? So how did you do? Yeah? Okay. So what's the easiest way to graph this? S plus B equals 7. Huh? XY intercept graphing? So what's my S intercept? 7. What's my B intercept? 7. So I put a point on 7. So 6 is the middle. 7 is right there. And then for my B, it's 7, which is an actual point there. And then we connect it. Again, because this is a real life situation, I don't need to put arrowheads. That's all it is, right? Does that make sense to you why I don't have an arrowhead there? There's no negative S's or B's, right? Okay, so how do you want to graph the next one? You want to put it in slope-intercept, or do you want to do it in XY intercept? You want it slope-intercept. Okay, 3S plus 12B equals 48. Which one is my Y, by the way, S or B? B. So this is my Y. So I got to get the 3S over. So 12B equals minus 3S plus 48. Then we divide by 12. What do we get here? What's negative 3 over 12 reduced to? Negative 1 over 4S. And what is 48 divided by 12 reduced to? 4. Okay. So watch my scale again, right? 4 goes on here. But watch, if my scale is down 1 over 4, make sure I'm actually going down 1 over 4. Down 1 over 4 is actually down 1 over 2 squares, right? Does everybody see that? Hey, there's my intersection. Isn't that kind of convenient? Because I'm going down. Do you see the Y scale is 1, going up by 1s, but my X scale is going by 2s. So when I go down 1 over 4, I'm actually to the next square, I'm going over 2, and then that would be over 4. Okay, so then what's my intersection at? 4, 3. So how do I verify if I'm right? Plug it in. Does 4 plus 3 equal 7? Yep. Does 3 times 4 plus 12 times 3 equal 48? 12 plus 36, yeah, it equals 48. In these word questions, though, I failed to actually answer the question I just realized for the last one. I have the intersection, but it actually says, how many small multi-packs and how many large multi-packs did Jerome purchase? I didn't actually answer the question there. I have an intersection, which is the answer, but it doesn't actually specify which ones are the small multi-packs and which ones are the large. So let's go back to this one. So Jerome, so the rule of thumb is if it's a word question, we have to have a word answer. So Jerome purchased what? What did he purchase? 6 what? Small and 3 large multi-packs. Okay, and so then if I go down to here, how many sleeves and how many boxes did Annika purchase? Therefore, Annika purchased what? 4 sleeves, yeah, and 3 boxes of balls. There we go.